This presentation is of the communication device, the helpful book, created by Lane Weaver at the University of West Alabama. The task of creating a completely new concept of AAC device is one that presented very difficult. I felt as if there wasn't anything new I could bring to the table since I have such little exposure to students with communication disorders. I am currently a kindergarten teacher in a public elementary school. The most experience I have with children struggling to communicate is because they don't have the vocabulary or the skills to express their emotion, nor do they have the vocabulary or the background knowledge to understand what the teacher is asking of them. This often causes communication problems within the classroom, and the students end up more frustrated and the problem is even more so escalated. This is when the idea of creating a book to show positive emotional and social communication occurred to me. I was inspired by a student in my class that has violent emotional outbursts and struggles to understand what he is doing incorrectly in the moment. By providing him with a helpful book, it allows him the opportunity to see how his actions align with the expectations and allows me to communicate with him through the book when his emotions are at a heightened state. I have seen great effects through this book and notice a big difference in de-escalating problems with this student when the helpful book is put in place. The pages in this book feature pictures of the child performing desired behaviors in comparison to pictures of a fictional child performing the undesired behavior. I chose to show the student performing the desired behaviors to allow him to develop self-confidence and belief in himself and the ability to perform the desired behaviors. The book is bound in a sturdy folder, and the pages inside are inside page protectors to withstand tantrums. He does tend to throw the folder in moments of frustration, but will go and pick it up and continue to read without prompting. The book can be customized for each individual student, and it allows them to have a sense of ownership over something that is theirs when the pictures are of them inside. This device is highly affordable and very inexpensive and an effective option for a communication device. The only thing that you would need to purchase is paper, page protectors, and a sturdy folder. The student can easily flip through the pages, and the text that I included in the book is decodable and has familiar words that the child is usually able to read on their own. I chose to use decodable text because I thought it would be easier for the child to be able to read the words on his own, and it would also give him the sense of accomplishment of being able to read the words in his own book. The student has quick and easy access to the book's location, and the student does not need adult permission or assistance to retrieve the book. He is able to go get it whenever he likes without asking. I haven't seen any other teachers use books just like this one. It is unique in that it allows the child the space to reflect on their actions independently and then communicate their needs, while also simultaneously receiving nonverbal communication from the teacher through the words and illustration in the book. The illustration and the words in the book provide direction in what I would like to see from the student without me having to verbally say so. The following slides show the pages that are in place in my current student's helpful book. This is the outside cover, and it depicts my student that uses the helpful book amongst the rest of his classmates, reminding him the reason that he chooses safe and helpful actions is to keep himself and the other students in his class safe. I took pictures of the student performing the helpful actions in multiple locations around the school so that he can see himself performing the expected behaviors in multiple different situations and environments. I make sure to put a big circle with a mark through it to show that the undesired behavior is completely incorrect and there would be no confusion when independently looking at the pictures. In the end, I included a list of our school family commitments so that he can remember the reasons that we have all of the helpful actions in the book, and he knows that he can use his watching eyes, listening ears, gentle touch, kind words, and walking feet, and he makes that promise every day at school to keep himself and his friends safe.